Let's do some movies and money. Our film critic Erik Childress joins us now to talk about that web winner. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse had a big opening last weekend. How does that compare to other sequel boosts in the past?
It's one of the best ever, Angie. It had the biggest opening day of any film this year on Friday. But look at this list. The first Austin Powers in 1999 opened to $9.5 million. Its sequel in 2002 opened to $54.9 million. That's a 475% bump. Scream started with a paltry $6.3 million, became a big hit. The next year, Scream 2 opens to $32.9 million, a 418% bump. Pitch Perfect found its audience, and its sequel rose 366% from its initial wide release. Then this weekend, Across the Spider-Verse rose 341%, and after that, The Matrix Reloaded rose 230% from The Matrix. That's a pretty impressive list to be a part of, and now it may find its way on a path to over $300 million in North America.
A new Transformers film is opening up this weekend. Here's a clip of that movie.
Stand down. I'm not the one to fear, Prime. There is a darkness coming.
What do you think, Erik? Will this be another case of diminishing franchise returns?
Rise of the Beast opens this weekend, and this series appears to have run its course as well, despite that last film, the spin-off Bumblebee, is widely considered by critics at least to be far and away the best film in the franchise, had the lowest global gross of the whole series. Now, it still turned a profit thanks to a still very robust overseas haul and the lowest budget of all the films. That can't be said of the new one, which is labeled at $200 million, and I do not rule out the possibility that it does not crack $100 million in North America. Now, even if it does get just over that, it could still leave another $500 million that needs to be grossed internationally just to break even, and that's a number this series hasn't crossed since 2014.
Well, now it's time for your weekend recommendations. What's on your must-see list?
Well, if you've not gone out to see Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse yet, I highly recommend you do so because you may need to put aside time just to see it a second time while it's still in theaters. Now, the animation is such a tremendous collage of sensory overload that you may find yourself so marveled by its whirlwind presentation that you will want to venture out again just to take in the story more fully. Of course, if you want to stay home, you can check out the 3-part docuseries Arnold on Netflix. It chronicles the career of Arnold Schwarzenegger from champion bodybuilder to movie star to politician. It is a pretty fascinating tale told primarily by Arnold himself. Then I hope people will go out to theaters to find the movie Past Lives. This is simply one of the most remarkable feature debuts ever about a pair of best friends whose journey over 25 years chronicles the age-old question of the one that got away. It is beautifully acted, composed to moments of quiet perfection and eternal heartbreak. It opened in New York and LA last week. It opens in Chicago Friday and will go wider around the country the next couple of weeks. Do not miss this movie.
Thank you, Erik.
Thank you, Angie.
Go to businessfirstam.com for where to see our show on TV.